Hello everyone, welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today we're gonna be doing part 2 of the rooftop lounge, and this time we're gonna be tackling the outside of the building. And I don't know why this took me so long, to be completely fair. I had this vision in my mind of what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to have a big walk-through garden. I don't even know if that makes sense, like how I'm saying that, but basically I just wanted to have like a garden where you can walk through. Like, in my head I envisioned having like different like plant pots, but not really plant pots, but like these like stone, like almost like steps, but with plants inside of it that you can like walk around. That kind of almost makes like not a maze, but makes it look interesting to walk through. But in the end, I didn't really get to do that, and I kind of had to go back to a different idea that I had. And I also wanted to have a big pool. So as you could see just now, I wanted to first have like this big, almost L-shaped pool that is on the edge of the roof, which unfortunately did not work because sadly in this case the Sims 4 has to be super realistic and not allow me to actually build a pool there, because when you look at the side of the building, there's actually no building. So obviously in real life you could not build a pool there either, because there's just no room to build the pool in. So they did not allow to do that, and was kind of sad. So I kind of had to go back to a different idea. And this is still kind of cool. I worked with a friend of mine for this idea, who is a real architect, by the way. Shout out. And he kind of drew something on a piece of paper, and went through this whole concept with me, and it was kind of cool just sitting down and thinking of this as if it's a real life kind of project. So that was really fun. So here you see me kind of try and do my first attempt at doing this kind of planting that I wanted to do, and I used platforms to do that. So I kind of placed like 4 platforms in 4 different heights to kind of symbolize like almost like a staircase. So you have like different heights, and then like a longer piece that goes to the back, and I wanted to have a jacuzzi in front of it. And then this platform thing kind of almost goes around it, so it's kind of like secluded, but not too far off of the main part, if that makes sense. And I fiddled with the platforms a little to see what makes the most sense. And I saw that in the back of the platform, like on the side of the roof, I had a fence there to kind of symbolize the fence of the of the rooftop, so people would not just fall down. When you put platforms and you try to put a fence, the fence kind of raises to the height of the platform, which looks kind of weird, you know? So I kind of tried to hide that with a half wall that is the same height as the fence, which actually kind of worked quite well. And then I just painted it with some wall paint and a normal black, because the outside fence is all in black. And I think it ended up looking kind of cool. Like, right now it's still kind of bland, but you will see how it turns out later. And then we have this big metal bird thing from City Living that I really wanted to reuse again on this rooftop, because it was there before, incorporated somehow. I'm not even quite sure how they did that. I think they had like a little grass square or rectangle in the middle where they had this placed on with some lights around it, and I thought it was kind of cool, and I was hoping that I can reuse that the same way somehow. But I ended up not having enough space. I'm honestly surprised, because it's a big rooftop, and there was so much space, and I thought, what am I gonna do with all of this space? Because I didn't know. I know I wanted to have this big pool, but I didn't think it was gonna take up that much space. So I think there was definitely probably an option somehow to lay out the thing a bit better, but I'm okay with how it turned out. In the end, I feel like maybe I can give it another attempt and like maybe try something else with it. But the way that it is, I think it's fine. And then what I did is I came back to this corner with the stones, and I actually added 2 more layers to that. I'm not quite sure why, but to me it just felt like it was not enough. Like it was not giving me enough like height differences and variety. So I wanted to add more to it. I just hope that it didn't become too much in the end, but I think it's fine. Like it's okay. I think a big reason for that was because I didn't want the jacuzzi to feel like it's like on par with the thing. So I wanted to have another one in front of that. And yeah, a little life update in between, because what is going on here? A life update in between. It was my birthday. And a little bit after that, like I think last weekend, I went to a convention and I cosplayed as my favorite character, which is Yuno. You might know this if you watch my Black Clover content as well. And they have a special unit for him now in the game, which is super, super crazy. So that's really exciting. And yeah, this was the first time that I ever styled my own wig, which was crazy. And I mean, it's okay. It turned out okay. It's not the best. Like, I think I would like to do it again, but it worked, and it turned out really, really cool in the end. And I was so proud to be able to be my favorite character, basically. And yeah, it also created some really, really cool pictures that you can go and check out on my Instagram if you like, which is Thomas Belts, for everyone who is interested in that. And yeah, that was a really, really cool experience. Coming back to this pool area real quick. So to the side there, you can see that I put 2 more of these stone things that I did before, and I used the basic grass paint on all of them for now, because I wanted to put plants later, and I felt like it didn't make any sense to have nothing there. And I created like a little area that is in between, which is also kind of secluded but kind of not. I'm not quite sure how to explain this. It's like it's a little private area. And I'm gonna add some benches there later. It's just like a sitting, chill out area, relaxing, because I wanted to let this rooftop have a bunch of like different areas where you can go and just sit and relax, and maybe have some places to talk, and also have a little bit of privacy, like not having everything be too close together and stuff. So that was kind of cool. I like this area. And then in this corner there, I didn't want it to be super empty, so I decided I want to put another kind of roof there. And I reused these metal big fence metal gutter pieces. I don't know how to call them. It's just literally just metal bars. They're also from City Living, and I think they're really, really cool. And they make a really great kind of pillar also. So if you ever need multiple pillars like that are small and metal and look kind of modern, use those. They're really, really good. And I wanted to kind of place them in a very interesting way. So I had like some to the front right, and then I had some in the back left. And to make it feel balanced, I wanted to put some in the middle on the other side as well, but I'm not sure if I ended up liking that idea too much. In the end, now when I look at it, I feel like, yeah, maybe I should have gone with that, but I think I ended up changing it later because it was just too much of those bars. And then I went back to these green things and I tried to figure out what kind of plants could I put there, because unfortunately the size that I chose is very not good for any of the little bushes that we have, and I would have to like layer them, and then they kind of glitch and it kind of didn't look very nice, so I didn't like that. And then I was thinking about how could I do the grass and the plants like right next to those windows, and I had like a gap between the pool and the greenery, which I ended up closing by moving the pool up one tile and then just having this grass area be 2 tiles wide. Also, now in hindsight, when I look at this again, I feel like maybe I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I like that the pathway to walk in between got a bit wider with that. But on the other side, I also kind of dislike the fact that you can't walk around the pool anymore, which was something that I kind of wanted. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna go back and change that again later. Like I said before, maybe I'm gonna go back and change the whole thing again sometime when I have time. Sorry, it's kind of late already, but I really wanted to record this video because it's been a while again. It's been a while again since I uploaded something, because you might not believe me, but I am very stressed. I don't really have a lot to do, but like I said before, I'm currently renovating, and this is taking me so long, and I don't even know why. I have such a problem reorganizing my room, and especially getting rid of stuff, because I cling to things, especially things that have a lot of memory attached to it, and I don't know, it's just very hard to separate from these things. And so I've been kind of running around for days trying to clean up this room, and I feel like I'm not making that big of a progress, but I did, and that's okay. It's going slow, but it is going, and I already got new furniture, which I am very excited to put in this room. Like right behind me here, where you see this white space, there's gonna be a new cupboard there, which is gonna be like very big, and it's gonna have a lot of space, which I'm very excited about, because I want to put my figures and stuff in there, which is gonna be very cool. But coming back to the build, enough about me. As you can see here, a lot and not so many things at the same time happened. So where this pathway is that I talked about before, in between those 2 pools, I also put another grass thing there, because I don't know, I just felt like it's cool to separate that a little more. And then I also put this black, it counts as a fence, but it's not really a fence. It's just more like, to me, it's like a I don't know, like a little ground marking almost, that kind of separates areas a little. I like to use that a lot when I have like grass or flower areas that I don't want to be too in your face, you know, just like separating it a little. So I used that, and then I came back to these 2 rectangular mini blocks with plants in it, and I raised it up a little more, and then I was thinking of what plant I could put inside, and like I said, the size of them is very unfortunate, because I can't really fit any of those bushes inside very well. There's this one that fit quite well, but for some reason it didn't allow me to place it on the other side, so I couldn't do that. And then in the end, I decided to just go ahead and use this hedge, which is like this little square, almost cubicle shaped hedge, which is actually base game. It's very interesting. I didn't know this was a base game one, and I just placed that like a bunch of times and kind of created my own hedge kind of thing situation, which was cool. By the way, excuse me if you might hear this thing here. It's like right above me, and it keeps spraying stuff into my room, so it smells nice. Yeah. What else is there to say? This area next to the jacuzzi, by the way, there's like also a little pool next to it. I'm not quite sure. I think I wanted it to kind of like feel like they're both connected. If that would have been possible, I would have loved to maybe raise that area a bit. But you cannot have split level pools in The Sims 4. I don't think in any Sims game to be in that sense. But yeah, so I just kind of made it look like that to create the illusion that it is. And then I went ahead and I put a bunch of like multicolored bushes on those platforms there around the jacuzzi to bring in some color, to bring in some plants, because it looked a little bit boring with just the grass. And I mean, this was kind of the thoughts behind this to begin with. And so that it doesn't look super boring, I decided to put these bushes there in the middle as well, because if you think about it, you'll never have just like the bushes there. You will definitely have some grass around it as well, but there's not really a super nice like grass item in The Sims that you can use. I mean, at least not from in the packs that I have, and I have a lot of packs. So I kind of just tend to go back to this base game grass patch, mini little bush kind of thing that I use very often, that I tend to use a lot. And yeah, I don't know, it just makes for a good space filler, I would say. And then for everything else, I just tend to go ham with the flowers and the bushes and just pick some random ones that fit nicely. Make sure that they don't look too out of place, not too big, not too small. Have the sizes vary a little, and have the colors kind of try and match, and instead of them being too, like, how do you say that? Like fighting. Like there's a different word for it, but it kind of means like fighting, like clashing. That's it. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. So that the colors are not clashing, and kind of go well together. So you just want to have a mix. You just want to have a mix of things. And then I did the same thing next to the window. Put some bushes there. Put some flowers there. Mixed and matched them a little, so it looks nice. And yeah, that's almost everything I did. And with this middle area also, I didn't talk about that yet, but I put those very thin hedges from is it my first patio? Like the patio stuff pack, the first stuff pack that we got for The Sims, because I haven't used those. In a long time, and I thought, okay, maybe that makes sense to do there, and try to kind of create like this big looking hedge, like this, as if it's just a big hedge in the middle of it. And I think it looks kind of cool. Maybe I would try to push those in a little bit more, but I didn't want to use move objects, so I didn't push them in too far. And then next to the pool, I placed those tables again that I used in the... No, I didn't use those before. I used the tables with the umbrellas because I just... Something just told me table with umbrella it is. And then on the other side of the pool, I also wanted to have a couple of lounge chairs. Not too many, but at least have a few. In hindsight, maybe it's also too little actually to just have 2 lounge chairs. But to be fair, in a place like this, I don't even know if this pool area would be used that much. Like, this is a lounge. I mean, you go there to drink and to hang out. So I don't know. I just don't see people using this pool very much. So I don't know. And then under this other area with the roof on the edge, there was actually some space. So I was thinking of doing a sectional sofa again, but it didn't match that well. So I didn't go with that, but instead I put those tables again that I used before on the outside, and those chairs as well, to just create some more seating area there, which in the end looked quite nice, I think, and the whole area turned out very nicely, I think. And yeah, I think that's pretty much almost it for the whole building. So let's go inside and tour it. So if you come in and you go around this elevator area, you have this little back room where you can go and sit and relax and have a little privacy there and talk. And you go here past the staircase and you come into the main area, I would like to call it, where you have a bunch of seating. You have this bar, you have the little singing space there for someone to sing, and then you go to the outside and you have a little bar there too and some seating, and you look over to this gorgeous pool area with this really nice really nice view, and you have the jacuzzi that also you can almost look outside of the area. And then you go to the back here, you have this lounge chairs, you have these other chairs where you can sit and talk and just have a really great view. And then also this kind of private area with the benches. And when we go back inside and we go up the stairs, you have this little thin section next to the bathroom where you have some bookshelves where you can sit and just like read and have a little quiet. And when you go through the area more, then you come to the karaoke area with some more seating and another little bar. And in the back, we have these little sectional areas where you can just have a drink and some fun with some more friends. And when you go outside, there's some other sectionals here. And very quickly, I'm so sorry for that. I realized that I did not paint the ceiling of anything, actually. So I went back and changed everything to a black ceiling so that it looks a little bit better. And voila, when you look now, it looks a lot better with a black ceiling. Also, the outside looks a lot nicer with that, not so weird anymore. I'm so glad that they put this update in. And yeah, when you try to look over to see the view, you get some really nice glitches with the fence. Gotta love that. And I also quickly went ahead and I put a platform on top of that little outside roof thing as well to give it a little bit more dimension, and give it a black trim and a black... I think this is actually like not wall paint, it's just like whatever, it's a black thing. I put a black thing there, and yeah, that's pretty much the whole building, and that's what it looks like from the outside. And I had so much fun building this, and I really like how it turned out, and it's really cool to play in this. Yeah, if you like this build, you can also download it in the gallery. My EA ID will be in the description. I think it should be equality, like yeah, like here, or maybe it's Thomas70ist because my EA, maybe I need to change that. But yeah, you can download it from the gallery. My EA ID will be in the description. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me build this. I had a lot of fun building, like I said, and I love having this cool area for my Sims to hang out in. It's actually kind of fun. You can do a lot of things in here, which I like. I like having areas where you can do more than just one thing. So yeah, I hope you're having a great day or night or whatever, wherever you are in the world. And until the next video, I hope you all stay kind, stay balanced, and keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.